Okay, testing audio. Do I hear shit? Okay, testing audio. Dang, I still don't hear nothing from this.
Wait. Yeah. That's probably because you got the stream muted, right? I hope you got the stream muted.
Now, cause normally I have it up just to see if it's working, then I turn it down.
Because you got the stream muted, right? I hope you got the stream muted.
Now, cause normally I have it up just to see if it's working, then I turn it down. Okay. Yeet. Blop.
I mean, yeah, it said the mic picking up. Hold on, let me tune in. Tap in. There you go. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You walk up in the spot, what you want to do? 1 2. You walk up in the spot, what you want to do? I heard something. Oh, yeah, you got audio. You just need to turn up the audio output. I heard something. Oh, like the overall audio output for the stream or whatever the master volume is. You know what I'm talking about? Like the overall audio output for the stream. I think you might have done it. You know what I'm talking about? Because I can hear. Um, yeah. And I'm not even sitting at the mic, so that means you're good. Say something.
All right, what's going on?
Yeah. And I'm not even sitting at the mic, so yeah, you good.
Okay, okay. All right, I think the input audio was low.
The input audio low.
Yeah.
Then you know what to do.
All right.
Give it some juice.
All right. Yeah, it was on zero. Fuck. It probably just got reset because of the whole what's go. It's like this OBS still glitched out because I got like two of the same buttons on the same side. I'm just like, okay, but we gonna just let it rock. What's go? It's like this OBS still glitched out because I got like. Okay. Yeah, because that's where my chat thing's supposed to be at on the side. I can't. The chat is gone.
What do you mean? Just fix it.
Huh?
Just fix it. Where's your chat thing?
No, it's a whole glitch. It's like it got like double of like the controls button, and it's inside the chat thing. Like this thing is fucked.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
I'm just gonna make sure we still got audio. Let's make sure we got audio.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that was loud and clear.
My depression is loud. Anyway. All right. Welcome to the impromptu episode of the Black Pepper Podcast, presented by the Salt Dojo.
Salt Dojo, baby.
Here we have the Fatal Fury Tulane battle. Well, Tulane Classic champion Fame Douglas, undefeated in Tulane battle.
You already know.
So far, and the top
And still.
and still. Oh man. And
Tell them about the truth about evasion and why it's necessary in fighting games. You know, shit, let them know about that in Chicago. Oh yeah, that's what I was in the process of doing. Good call. Good call.
dang, I posted it in the wrong spot. Anyway.
Oh well, they gonna learn anyway.
I'm gonna post it in the Fast Penguin Discord.
Hey, hey, they rock with Fatal Fury. They know what it is.
Oh boy. Okay,
Relax. Just, don't get stressed out. I mean, you ain't even playing no game or nothing like that. We just chatting, man.
Nah, I'm just upset about the whole OBS stuff. That just irks on me. I'm just like, technology, I thought you were supposed to be reliable. Mm. Okay, I think that's that.
What's that? You posting a link?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I'm doing it too.
everywhere I wanted to post it.
Yep.
Just try to get some type of eyes on this.
I mean, that's all you need. Is a couple. I'll turn this down.
Absolutely insane. I'm still mad at this OBS. Okay. All right, back at it. Welcome to the Black Pepper Podcast presented by Salt Dojo.
Salt Dojo and them.
Got Fame Douglas here, the two-lane battle champion, undefeated.
That ain't gonna change until y'all figure it out.
And here we're basically just gonna talk about like the current state of fighting games and why they're just not as good because
why
of
they're
us
getting stagnant.
Yeah, and why everything is just like, everybody's afraid of all this offense. And the main reason why it's like, it's not working out is not because defensive mechanics, are becoming flat out useless, and even in the games where they are good, well, y'all ain't even learning them how to use them. It's because of the simple fact that movement is a chore in a lot of these games, and the fact that you just can't simply evade anything.
Evasion. That's the magic word.
And for me, it's just like, as a person who kind of like got really late in the fighting games myself, at least like the traditional 2D ones. I played a lot of 3D shovelware during the PS2 era, and so sidestepping was a common thing. They're like, that's just what you did. The average sidestep was good. Tekken always felt weird to me because the sidestep didn't feel as good as like, weird stuff like a Bloody Roar or a freaking Zatch Bell Momoto battle. Like,
so even the shovelware games got it right. Imagine that.
And so like with these games getting like more aggressive and having these mechanics of just like, if you do the thing, you're in their face and you're plus, and they'll be a damn fool if they press a button on your fucking turn, all that type of stuff. And wouldn't the best way to deal with a situation is just to not be there? We're all upset because we can't press a button back, and that's not the answer. Like, oh man. Hey, my thoughts is kind of rambled now.
I mean, tell them about your experience when I took you to your first dojo?
Oh yeah. So let's see what last weekend me and Fame went up to Chicago for an event, like gaming event for his buddy. Cool event by the way. That was some pretty
Shout
fun
out to
stuff.
Jermaine, Egg64. Shout out to Chicago fighting game community. Shout out to Miguel and them. Shout out to Sam. Shout out to Chris. You know, shout out to James Jr. Shout out to Mario and them. Shout out to Mooney.
But yeah, it was just so when I went to like Fame's like former like martial arts dojo and stuff like that, and we were watching his Sensei Young was like training one of the students and stuff like that, and this guy's like what? He's like in his
He's 67.
like he's 67 and he has better movement than me getting out of bed. I'm just like, yo, he's just gone. And then like we went back the next day, the dude was doing it with 10-pound ankle weights. I'm just like, it's ridiculous. But the thing is, what I picked up on it too is that, you know, in a real fight, you know, lateral movement of being able to escape situations and also press the offense works a lot better. And like, why did this not translate back to fighting games? It used to. General movement used to be good. Now we're trading that off for attacks that move people forward, which is weird to me.
Neutral skipping. Oh boy.
Now, another thing is just like people being so upset about this stuff too, is just like, you know, well, it shouldn't be a universal mechanic. It's not cool, but it's annoying because everybody does it. You know, example, the Grand Blue 66L Dash Light, you know, and everybody's annoyed because it's this 8-frame jump scare, even though they nerfed it twice. Like, you know, they buff crouch light so you can check people out of it. But I'm over here just all like, the game's not anime Street Fighter anymore. It's one air dash away from being a Blaze Blue. Why are you fighting in the mid screen if your character's not a zoner?
Man, lucky Cookie Vicky.
And she need buffs just because she dies once they get up close.
Buff Vicola.
Oh my god, they'll never buff that character. Oh my god.
Buff Vicola. Shit.
That's just so funny. And it's just all like, man, just people need to understand that like fighting games were made with the mind to replicate real combat. You know, whether if it was just point karate or just fighting in the street. And I understand nowadays because anime is cool, anime is, you know, nerd culture is great, you know, people, you know, lose their mind when a girl be cosplaying some obscure, like, you know, character they know, whatever. But at the core, like, fighting games were supposed to replicate real competition. And because, you know, Karate Champ, you know, was the, like, next step became, you know, Street Fighter and Street Fighter 2, you know, every game, like, most games after that just never went beyond Street Fighter 2. And when those games did, they weren't celebrated.
That's where Fatal Fury came in. Fatal Fury was the not like Street Fighter 2 game. It was the game that was meant to not be another Street Fighter 2 clone. But somehow, in 2025, we're here.
And now we're here. We're just like, Strive is Street Fighter. It's Street Fighter 5 with an air dash. That's what that is. Like, you know, freaking like Street Fighter 6 is Street Fighter 5 2, which Street Fighter 5 is Street Fighter 4
with extra steps.
With extra steps. Hey, I forgot what the thing was that started this whole thing, or what like, but I don't know.
Seeing the way that Sensei was teaching lateral movement and using evasion to close the distance.
Yeah.
Evasion is a thing. Evasion is a thing that both the attacker and the defender can do. That's the common ground that they have. That's the thing that they should both be able to do on equal footing. We are human after all, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm coming down the street in a one-way street doing 75 and a 25, you don't want to just back up because no, you're going to get run over. You have to move out of the way, even if for no other reason than to create an opportunity where you can hit him harder than he was about to hit you. I mean, we play Souls games, don't we? We know how important that circle button is, and how many times you're pressing that circle button when you go to fight one of those Elden Ring bosses or something like that. So we totally understand evasion, but you know what I think? I think the reason that we've been shying away from evasion and giving all of these fighting games, the Street Fighter drag makeover, just so that they can be seen by North America, they've all been skirting around
The fuck
evasion.
my phone
What is
doing?
that?
That's
I hear it.
That's my phone.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
we've all been skirting around
It's
evasion.
totally my alarm.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I've just been blinded. Man, I really lost my thought. Evasion. It almost got away from me.
It evaded you.
It totally evaded me. So think about why everybody hates Floyd Mayweather. One of the greatest to ever do it. Greatest in this generation, right? Think about why everybody hated Mayweather. Nothing is more irritating than fighting an evasive opponent you can't touch, but he's constantly touching you. That's what certain people are afraid of, because that's what a real fight is. It's quick, fast, in a hurry, KOF does this. Virtua Fighter does this. Fatal Fury in its original form as the gods intended it does this. Two-Lane. Yes, Two-Lane does this. That's what this is, right? Soul Calibur does this. R.I.P. Soul Calibur. That ain't never coming back, because y'all did that.
Yeah.
Diesel Legacy came out beginning of the year or end of last year.
Was a true successor to Fatal Fury, by the way.
And ain't nobody talked about it.
Talk about, the game didn't have a proper roadmap and all that stuff. So you DNF dueled it? Are you seriously?
Oh, you know what? Didn't DNF Duel recently add forward and back rolls to the game?
It had a forward roll at the beginning, and then they added a back roll. But by the time they added that, the damage was done because they didn't even plan to have content.
That's cool. But all of these games have this one thing in common that I just named off. Virtua Fighter, King of Fighters, Soul Calibur, Diesel Legacy, Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, Two-Lane. These all have one thing in common. Evasion. Evasion. This is why only I can rock this, because I've understood this. See, I came into fighting games, as far as the FGC is concerned, mainly from this man right here. I was just kind of like a fly on the wall, kind of observing. I grew up in an arcade. My grandfather owned an arcade on the west side of Chicago, so I was around the scene and everything, this and that and the third. While everybody else around us in Chicago was stuck on Street Fighter 2, me and my homies, we was playing Fatal Fury. Fatal Fury Real Bout Special. Virtua Fighter. These games had evasion. And for me, I approach fighting games from a martial artist standpoint. I approach fighting games from a martial artist standpoint. Our style is largely based on evasion. Evade and counter. Evade and counter. Attack off center line. Take yourself off your opponent's line of attack. Evade and counter. Head movement, everything. From hips, shoulders, elbows, knees, punches, kicks, headbutts. Please, we did it all. Damn, that was off the top of the dome. Clip that, whoever watching right now. We did all of that, and we did so with the mentality. Our style is very up close and personal. Included clinches, takedowns, all of that. Okay? Joint work, we did all that. And then years later, MMA happened. But that's a story for another time. So, my approach as a martial artist to fighting games is strictly that. So when I moved on from Street Fighter, it was because, man, in Street Fighter, I really can't evade and counter. I know the timing of my opponent's attacks. I'm trying to get in so I could apply foot to ass. Imagine fighting with your foot in the tire. You getting pieced up. Bing, 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 bing. Y'all both fighting toe to toe. Y'all 1 foot in the tire, and you standing there getting pieced up. And every time you get hit, you're probably thinking, "Oh man, if only I could just move," but I can't because my foot is in this tire. But then round 2 happens, and then the rules say, "All right, no more tire." How do you think that round plays out in your head? Go ahead. Imagine how that plays out. It's not just movement. It's not just sake of movement, slow or fast or whatever. That's fine. Whether you're playing Samurai Showdown or go to the other extreme and play Marvel. Movement is not the issue that Americans have a problem with. And I've heard that being tossed around for quite some time, and it almost infected me, but I had to dig a little bit deeper. It was nothing to do with movement in and of itself. It was a specific type of movement that Americans are afraid of. And that movement is known as lateral movement in the real world. Lateral movement. I'm going to let y'all figure that out for a second. Lateral movement adds another level of complexity, another layer of mind games. We all talk about, we love mind games so much, right?
The 50-50 mix-up.
50-50 mix-up. We all talk about, we love the mind games so much. Imagine the endless possibilities of all the mind games, because everybody wants to perceive themselves as this big galaxy brain player on my reactions and my whiff punishes and decisions on 50-50s on defense. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, back to evasion. The importance of lateral movement in combat for both offense and defense. That is the thing that both can do. Imagine the level of mind games. Y'all want to pretend? Actually, you want to work on your neutral. Y'all want to pretend? You are pretending to be galaxy brains. And you feel like galaxy brains when there is only one lane of attack. Y'all don't want to feel stupid for the opponent having figured out your timing and your rhythm and making you miss while getting in and blowing you up. Which is why you guys are encouraging all this slowdown so that when it happens, y'all can keep up. Evasion is the answer. You guys are complaining about Kine right now in City of the Wolves. You're complaining about Kine. Kine is a non-factor when 2 lanes are involved. Oh, they need to nerf his fireball. It's too good. Oh my god. Nerf the fireball. Nerf the fireball. That is a non-factor in 2 lanes. I won this belt using the worst character in the game. I'm going to let y'all think about who that is. I won this belt using the worst character in the game. On purpose. And they designed him to be the worst character in the game. On purpose.
Thanks, Justin Wong.
T-Zoc. I'm talking about T-Zoc. I did this with T-Zoc on purpose. With a broken hand on purpose. Just to prove a point. Top 8 payout had more entrants than the single lane City of the Wolves tournament, and all of the top players for the single lane City of the Wolves tournament didn't want no parts of the 2-lane game. We know why. We had more entrants in the 2-lane tournament than we did the single lane tournament with a top 8 payout. Free to enter, by the way. But the monsters of the single lane didn't want nothing to do with that smoke. They know. We know. We know why. Now, Virtua Fighter 6 is coming out soon. And right now, for the sake of creating content and getting clicks and likes and views, America FGC is pretending to be hype about Virtua Fighter 6. They are pretending to be hype about a new Virtua Fighter. Because when that game comes out, you're going to be ass at Virtua Fighter as well. Because you ran away from evasive movement for so long. Oh, but I know how to play these. Hey, look, let me tell you something, player. Let me tell you something. If it don't apply, let it fly. If it don't apply to you, alright, cool. If you understand, cool, get it. Go sit down. We ain't talking to you. We ain't talking to you. When evasion enters the mix, people ran from it for so long, which is why when Virtua Fighter 6 comes out, y'all gonna be dog shit at Virtua Fighter 6.
And they literally giving you all this time to play Virtua Fighter 5, and most of y'all ain't even taking it. Y'all upset that, like, you know, y'all ain't got a release date for the new shiny looking graphics thing, because y'all don't want to play the old thing.
Oh.
And I'm just over here just like, VF. And,
VF though.
And VF and KOF are like literally the last 2 legacy games. Which means if you learn one, you just gotta adjust for whatever changes, and your game plan will still be intact.
Hey, but wait, you said KOF and VF.
Yeah.
What do those 2 games have in common?
Evasion.
Y'all gonna be ass at Virtua Fighter 6 when Virtua Fighter 6 drops.
Unless you start playing Revo now. Or, you know, October 30th when it drops on the Switch 2 and PS5 or whatever.
Let me address y'all Tekken 8. Let me address the Tekken 8 crowd. First off, thank you, Harada, for shining the light on things, and you got them all pissed. Tekken 8 is the best Tekken in the history of the Tekken franchise. That's a bar. Tekken 8 is the best. I'm going to tell y'all why. Because it's making y'all cry out for evasion. But y'all won't say evasion. You know why? Because there's another word that's programmed into your psyche, which is the actual opposite of neutral. Yeah, let that sit. Make them wait. That's what they used to, right? When things go slow.
Yeah.
Make them wait. Hold on, wait. All right, nah, fuck that shit. Y'all gonna get this knowledge today. When you guys are screaming, oh my God, why does this move track? Why are these moves tracking? I wish these moves wouldn't hone in on me. Why can't I sidestep this? You guys are screaming for this in Tekken 8. Harada didn't like the way that y'all was playing Tekken, backing up first, and waiting. Timeout matches, waiting. He hated that shit. That's why he made Tekken 8 the way it is now. He's trying to show y'all something. It ain't got nothing to do with, oh, defense is no good. Defense was always good. offense always needs to be better than defense. Otherwise, you ain't got to fight. Now, defense ain't the answer. It's evasion y'all been screaming out for. Y'all complaining about linear moves, tracking. Right? Y'all wish y'all could sidestep this move, but with so many rules and restrictions on how good evasion is, it just doesn't seem to do much for you. Man, they're trying to show y'all something. And I'm going to say this one more again. I'm going to let him take over because it's his stream after all. Y'all going to be ass at Virtua Fighter 6 when Virtua Fighter 6 drops. Stay free, USA FGC. Fame Douglas. F. Doug, Uncle Fame, all of the above. The Fame Douglas effect.
Dang, just US? Like, I'd like to think a lot of, like, you know, new players from, like, Strive and up is kind of screwed.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I want to say. And, like, and granted, I'm not saying any of these games is bad, but they could be better. That's just all what it is.
If Street Fighter 6 added evasion tomorrow, y'all would stop playing Street Fighter 6.
He would start, though.
I would start playing.
Oh, God.
I would actually play Street Fighter.
You picking up Marisa?
And making people cry. I'll play Zangief if we had evasion. Effective evasion that worked on a universal plane across the entire cast. Not one person does it better than the other.
Oh, well, you still gonna live with them frame 5 command grabs, huh?
Man, look, you give me evasion, I'll make that work.
You ain't playing Monondo.
Nah. That's a whole nother topic, though. But yeah, I'm gonna let you do your thing. This your show.
Oh, God.
I ain't mean to hijack.
I mean, it was your topic, so it's whatever. Like this the first ramblings of the podcast anyway. So
yeah.
They
gotta know.
It just need to be out there. It got to be out there in the ether like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause.
And if y'all feel challenged by what I said, good. Talk to me about it, and I'll gladly prove my point.
So yeah, it's just that's the biggest thing. It's just like, you know, for me, Grand Blue is a very frustrating game because when they made the original vanilla Grand Blue, the core was Street Fighter 2 meets Sam Show. And I was thinking, oh, well, Sam Show's already Street Fighter 2 because it's a slow whatever game. But in my head, I was thinking Sam Show 5 because they had ducking, hopping, whatever the heck. And then
where did all that go?
Yeah, where'd all that go? Especially when Sam Show 2019 came out, and that game was a mix of Sam Show 4 and 3's mechanics. With 2's base.
Seems like they're just trying to take evasion out of the picture. Early.
They're like, I understand as from a business point of view, yeah, you try to do the stuff that is popular. But from getting people into fighting games for natural responses, evasion is the most natural response. You give somebody a button to dodge, that is a natural response. We play in Souls games like it's nothing. We band together as a community to, like, you know, get around this whole thing and just out here rolling like it's Limp Bizkit or something like that, you know?
Rolling.
And it's just like, you know, like, why? And then, like, when you do these type of things, they half-ass it. Grand Blue's roll loses the lows. Why is that? That's stupid. We can already throw people out the roll. Like, and especially in Rising, where the game is more, you gotta get in their face. We have all these moves that, you know, force people into their face. Why isn't rolls being beaten by throws just by itself? And they'd just be all like, oh, well, you know, if roll just, like, you know, beat lows, then fairy would be bad. Then change your buttons. What the heck? Like, you know, change the hitbox on there. Apparently her Far Light don't hit niggas that move anyway. I just saw a video on that.
Wow.
Like, if you commit to any animation that's not walking, it misses. You could just continuously, like, whiff an animation in front of her. I saw somebody whiff an animation with Lil Wayne in front of her, and her far light did not hit him
No shit.
in the corner.
No shit. No shit.
And that shit's supposed to be a low.
No shit. Why put rules on evasion? There are no rules for evasion. Other than to get the fuck out of the way. There should be no restrictions on evasion.
It's just like, you know, we all getting all upset about these modern controls and all that type of stuff.
Worried about the wrong shit.
And that's the wrong thing, because the reason why they had to do that type of stuff is because everything just became a Street Fighter, like, in the fighting game category. Nothing else is, like, you know, trying to, like, and why are we picking Street Fighter? That game's 6 buttons. like, just give us 3 button games, 4 button games. And, like, you know, 5 is kind of reaching nowadays, honestly.
Yeah, 5 is too much for me.
And then we out here with 2XKL. That's an 8 button game. Nope. Fucking Hunter x Hunter. Nope. That's an 8 button game.
I ain't messing with that.
And nope. And that's because we running out of inputs because we're running out of buttons because we simplifying the inputs.
Simplifying the inputs is not the answer.
It's just like what? Because they want to make certain button combinations do certain things, but also there's still a macro for it on default that you have to keep. That is so weird.
Oh man. Nah.
It's just, you know, and like it's just so weird to me. And it's like, you know, with the changes of like with the rise of people playing on leverless and playing more on controller, and it's just like these fighting games and these, you know, simple inputs, modern controls, they're made around simply being played on a standard controller. Not a fight stick, not a fight pad, not a hitbox. And they're made to replicate 3D action games. Not fighting games and not the beat 'em up genre that they were inspired from. Because beat 'em ups barely exist now. The 3D action game replaced it.
Bring back Double Dragon. That's coming out in October, right?
And everybody was just like, this game looks ugly. I'm not going to play.
I'm all for it.
I am
Give
playing
me
that
Double
shit.
Dragon. I'm waiting. Play Double Dragon.
Play Double Dragon Revive. That game got online co-op. Like, that's already a step up.
Already winning. Already.
Play River City Girls, too. They also got Billy and Jimmy in it.
Yeah.
Just like, god damn. But it's just like, all these like developers and businessmen, they really just going about it the wrong way. Like, just like you just make, if you use less buttons on your fighting game, then, you know, it's less confusing. Like, if you would just be all like light, medium, heavy, dodge,
or even
they'd understand the game.
or how about even simpler, like Virtua Fighter, guard, punch, kick.
Yep. I'm just like, yeah, going past 4 buttons in these fighting games is ridiculous. Like, and I don't understand how, you know,
fake complexity.
It's
pseudo complexity, pseudo complication.
And then real talk about it too. Like Street Fighter and Killer Instinct, the only 6 button games, like, around. So like, what the hell? How did Street Fighter become the one that everybody like, you know, wants to copy?
Because that's the one where you can't make them miss, and you have to stand still and take whatever BS that they bring to you, because they figured out the BS, and they don't want you to be able to move out of the way.
It was just all like, yeah. So like, fighting games have stagnated because Street Fighter continues to influence even at their worst. Like, if you like, I like saw too many people thought they could get away with doing the same thing Street Fighter V did, and y'all know that game was ass the first 3 years until Arcade Edition.
Damn.
I'm just like, that game, like, the only reason niggas kept playing that is because there was money involved, and mind you,
and they still ass.
And mind you, that money wasn't even as big as like the shit that like DOA was putting out. What the fuck?
How come y'all ain't play DOA? Oh, that's because in DOA you can step out of the way and you can fucking counter everything that they got thrown at you if you start getting predictable.
And niggas just hate the hold system. Oh, they ruined my combo. Oh, I can't do my Twitter combo.
Damn.
Fuck. Oh, hold system gay. Oh, and I'm just all like, bro, like,
DOA 5 last round, best DOA.
true.
Fight me.
True. Hell, like, at this point, DOA 6 is better than Tekken 8, so it's just what.
Ooh, you about to get canceled before you get started. Boy.
Like, cause like, shoot, hey, like the guy who was in charge of DOA 6 is over there on the Tekken 8 team right now. So, you know, Shimbori just out here tossing all the ideas. So that's why every stage in Tekken 8, like, they have no, infinite stages from what I remember.
Interesting.
It's all walls.
So you can't run forever.
Oh, wait, never mind. I think the Coliseum's infinite. Dang, that's weird. But they barely have some infinite stages. And there's a lot of wall explosion shit that would happen in a DOA.
Shout out to Michael Bay.
It's just like, you know, I remember when Emery was saying some stuff before Tekken 8 came out. And, you know, Emery's like one of the best DOA content creators ever. You know, shout out to him. And it's just, he was just like, damn, DOA has some really good ideas. They was just in the wrong game, I guess. Before, you know, Tekken 8 became a shit show. But that's how he felt.
Tekken 8 ain't a shit show. Tekken 8 is a clown show. It's putting these clowns on notice. It's got them subconsciously, it's got them subconsciously begging for evasion. They just don't want to say the E word. They keep begging for moves not to track. I see what you're doing, Harada. I see what you laying down, big dog. I peeped it.
But yeah, so that's pretty much it. It's just, yeah, games are getting worse because they're trying to meet you with the realistic expectation of, if you were in a real fight, offense is supposed to be stronger than defense. Defense and comeback mechanics and, you know, desperation supers and all that fun stuff, you know, that was cool for the time and all that type of stuff because, you know, it's a anime inspired thing. I get my dramatic comeback.
It took y'all 10 years to learn how to play Street Fighter 3.
And that game was made by niggas that didn't even know how to make a fighting game. They were supposed to make an animal RPG.
Damn. Think about where fighting games would be right now had we played more games with evasion. We would have advanced the genre twice over already. Why is it that first-person shooters have evolved into a whole nother genre in and of itself, into several different genres? First-person shooters have evolved from just team deathmatch to fucking domination and what else? What else they got? Battle Royale and all that. You get now the new one, the looter shooters, and the other one, the
Extraction shooters.
Extraction shooters. Yeah. Okay, it has evolved in such a way because y'all played each iteration of games that they were adding new things, right? But when it comes to fighting games, you only played fighting games if they played one way. Without evasion. The thing that's necessary in order for it to take it to the next level. Y'all know why, though. Y'all know why. And I want y'all to admit to it in the comments why. Y'all know why y'all kept evasion under wraps. Because y'all don't want to run into somebody like me that knows how to make you miss while I get in close and bust you in your mouth with a whole lot of stuff that you never thought that you would get hit by. Message. Wait. Make them wait. Let them wait. Oh. Yep. Just make them wait. Wait. Yeah. Let that shit simmer. You smell it. You smell it. The garlic, the onion powder.
Damn.
The spices. Yeah. Evasion is necessary for evolution. Evasion is key to evolution. SNK has been trying to evolve the game ever since. Ever since Fatal Fury, 1991. The game that came out of the gate rocking 2 lanes. SNK been trying to advance the ball. They've been trying to move the ball forward ever since. But because your brains are mush, cold oatmeal for brains, it took y'all 10 years to learn how to play Street Fighter 3. And y'all know why. Y'all know why. Evasion. Y'all ran from it for so long. When Virtua Fighter 6 drops, you're going to be ass at Virtua Fighter 6. That's all I got. Anything else you want to say to them and let them know what's happening? Salt Dojo in them. Shout out to Trash. Shout out to Kevin. Heat stroke. Oh yeah, stay hydrated, y'all. Make sure y'all do that. It's time to address the elephant in the room. Y'all been ducking it for 25 years. Evasion is necessary. This is why I play Virtua Fighter. This is why I play KOF. I'm a martial artist. I know how to fight. I like to fight. This is why I play UFC 5, even though that's not really a fighting game, but this is why I play that. While y'all just now discovering Virtua Fighter 5. We've been here. This is why Chicago has a different mindset. When it comes to the rest of y'all that just want to stand still and stand in one place. It took y'all 10 years to learn how to play Street Fighter 3. And for any of y'all want to be neckbeards, intellectual, genius, guru, nerdy, soy boy types, want to have a debate with me about this, a martial artist from the projects in Chicago, I will gladly step up to the plate and prove you wrong. All you wannabe Sajam types. All you wannabe Juicebox types. Y'all know who I'm talking to. If it don't apply, let it fly. But Hurt Dog gonna holler. You got anything else to say to him?
Damn. Like,
or did we say everything that needs to be said?
We kind of did. Like, honestly, just, yeah, that's really what it is. It's just like, fighting games now, or there's a cry for, better movement, better evasion. And, like, y'all just don't know how to ask for it because y'all ain't played games with it.
Oh, no, they know how to ask for it. They crying about it right now in Tekken 8. Oh, my God, why is every other move tracking?
Yeah, but they don't know because they don't know because they sidestep never worked unless it was on the player 2 side.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Like Tekken 8 literally exposing the whole game's engine that it was flawed from the start.
Yeah. Designed by this man here who's hosting this. Ryan Bomber himself. Y'all see it. Let him know. Let him know. We making everybody uncomfortable now. And I don't care. I sat back and watched this happen for too long. It's knock, knock. Knock, knock. We coming. We coming. Salt Dojo now.
Oh my God.